Some Linux users open files with a GUI file manager. Others rely on the ls command in the terminal. But this terminal based file manager can navigate directories, search files, preview images, and rename multiple files much faster. Meet Yazi, a file manager that brings the comfort of a GUI into the terminal. Yazi is written in Rust and it's surprisingly powerful. It supports asynchronous operations, previews many file types, highlights code files, and provides powerful search tools. Let's take a look at Yazi File Manager and its features in action in this video. Installing Yazi is not entirely complicated. It is available in the repositories of several distributions like Arch Linux, Void Linux, and OpenSUSE Tumbleweed. On Arch Linux, you can install it using Pacman or get the latest one from AUR. Ubuntu users can install the Snap version, of course. And if your distribution doesn't include Yahtzee yet, no need to be disappointed. You can download the official binary release after installing a few dependencies, of course. Once you have it installed, you simply launch it with the Yahtzee command. But there's a small tweak that makes the experience a bit even better. Normally, when you quit a file manager, your terminal stays in the same directory from where you started the file manager. But with a small wrapper, Yahtzee can automatically change the directory of your terminal when you exit. Now, when you browse to a directory in Yahtzee and press Q, you exit the program and your terminal moves directly into that directory. If you don't want to change directories, press Shift plus Q instead. One of the most impressive features of Yahtzee is the preview system. On the right side bar, it can preview many file types. Text files are displayed with syntax highlighting. You can view code files easily. And images can also be previewed directly in the terminal, given that your terminal supports image protocols. You know, terminals like Kitty or Ghosty has this built in. You can even preview the contents of archive files like a zip or tar file without even extracting them. And if you're previewing a large text file, you can scroll through them using the Shift plus J and Shift plus K commands. Navigating directories in Yahtzee is very quick once you learn the shortcuts. So press G, G for goat, followed by space, and a small launcher appears. You can type any path here, absolute or relative doesn't matter. As you start typing, Yahtzee automatically starts suggesting matching directories. It's a quick way to jump anywhere in your file system. Searching is another area where Yahtzee shines. Press S to search files by name. This uses FD, a modern alternative to the classic find command. And if you want to search inside files, press Shift plus S, which uses ripgrep, one of the fastest search tools available and sort of an improvement over the classic grep command. You can cancel a search anytime using Control plus S. Renaming multiple files is also very simple. Select files using the space key. What's interesting is that files stay selected even if you move between directories. Once you have selected the files, press R. Yahtzee will open the file names in your default terminal text editor. Edit the names, save the file, and exit. All the selected files will be renamed instantly. If you have numerous files in a directory, which is not unusual, and you cannot remember the exact name, which is also not unusual, press the Z command, and this will activate fuzzy search powered by FZF. Start typing something close to the file name, and Yahtzee will quickly narrows down the results. And if you use Jockside, you can also press Shift plus Z command to jump directly to frequently used directories. These quick things actually make your you know file browsing and file searching experience a lot better in the terminal. Yadzi also support tabs. Press T to open a new tab. Each tab gets a number and you can switch between them using the number keys. It cannot get simpler than that. And if you want to close a tab, press Ctrl plus C. That's it. Since Yahtzee is a file manager, it naturally supports standard operations like copying and moving and opening files. It also includes a visual selection mode and an interactive open with menu similar to what you see in GUI file managers. If you ever forget the key bindings, which is again very natural thing to do, press F1 to open the built-in help. And when you are done with the help menu, just press escape and you will be back to the normal screen. Yahtzee is a great tool if you spend more time in the terminal. Sure, it's not for everyone, but for terminal lovers, people whose workflow revolve around NeoVim, Tmux, and other such tools, Yahtzee is definitely worth a try. I'm curious, would you try a terminal-based file manager regularly, or would you prefer sticking with the comfort of GUI tools, familiar file explorer like Nautilus, Dolphin, or Thunar? And if you already use a TUI file manager or terminal-based file manager, which one is it? Let me know in the comments and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.